Hello everyone. In today's video, we are going to discuss the past paper of Cambridge IGCSE English as a Second Language. We are going to discuss the paper 2, that is reading and writing for the extended level. Okay, no matter what you are taking, the extended level or the core level, the questions for the extended level comprises of all the questions which are asked in the core paper. There are only some additional questions which are there for the extended student, for the students who have taken the extended level. So the students of core level can also refer to this video. Okay, like there are questions in the exercise 1 from question number 1 to 8. It is similar for both the extended level students as well as the core level students. However, the question number 9 is only for the students of the extended level. Okay, in the past paper of English as a Second Language core level, you'll be getting same topic, same exercise, the same article would be given, but you'll be answering. There will be only questions from 1 to 8 for the core level students in their paper, and for the extended level students, there will be an additional question number 9 of 4 marks. Okay, so we are going to work upon this exercise 1, which is an article about a chef who works in Antarctica, and we have to read this article and we have to answer the following questions. So what are the major things which we are going to keep in mind? Like the first step which I give to my students is first try to skim the text. Okay, skimming means taking the overview of the entire comprehension by just reading it, like reading the first line of all the paragraph. Okay, using this technique we get a rough idea about what the article comprises of. We get a general idea about what the article is, and we get some of the major informations from there. Okay, so let's just try to read the first paragraph of all the lines so that we can get a brief overview of the article. Jennifer Doyley is a chef in one of the world's remotest places. 3 years ago, Jennifer worked as a head chef for a multinational company, preparing business lunches and party food. During Antarctic winters, which last from February to December, this research station is completely cut off from the outside world by ice. Jennifer believes that being a chef in Antarctica is not just about cooking food. Winter temperatures reaches minus 50 degrees Celsius, and when the wind blows, it can even feel even colder. So would she go back to a normal job? Okay, so we have got the overview that this article is about a chef named Jennifer Doyley, how she's working, where she's working. She's working in Antarctica. There are some information about the Antarctica winters, what are the difficulties about being a chef in Antarctica and all. Okay, so we have got a rough idea about what is the topic sentence, that is cooking on ice. Okay, why is it written cooking on ice? Because it is talking about being a chef in Antarctica. Okay, so now what is the next step we are going to do? After performing the skimming operation, we are going to move further to our next step, which is we are going to read what are the questions there. Okay, if you read the questions, then you'll get an idea about what kind of information you are going to focus. Okay, so what is the first question? And try to always highlight keywords in the questions for which you need the answer. Okay, this would make you comfortable while you are locating the answers in the article. How did Jennifer first find out about the job? So what it is asking that how was Jennifer able to find out about the job? So what are the keywords? This is how did Jennifer first find out about the job. Okay, so obviously it is a general trick or tip, whatever you say, or common sense, that the first question is generally 99% always it works. I would never done 1%, I would never give the 1% guarantee. Okay, but the answer for the first question would generally be in the first paragraph. Okay, so we are going to read the first paragraph, and we already have the question in our mind, that is, how did Jennifer first find out about the job? So we have to locate this answer in the first paragraph. So we are going to read the first paragraph. Okay, Jennifer Dory is a chef in one of the world's remotest places. She works at the Casey Research Station in Antarctica, where she is in charge of feeding the scientists who work there. It's such a fascinating environment. Lots of my colleagues comment on the night sky, which are full of light, but for me, it's the color of the landscape that stands out. People think everything is white, but actually there is an amazing range. So, as I've already told you that 1% we can never guarantee, so we have not got the answer. Okay, in the first paragraph. Let's move to the second paragraph. So it failed. Sorry, guys. 3 years ago, Jennifer worked as head chef for a multinational company, preparing business lunches and party food. The job was good, but I was bored. I had been looking at job adverts in catering magazines, but hadn't seen anything interesting. Then a colleague told her about an advert for chefs to work in Antarctica. Okay, so we have got our answer finally. Then the colleague told her about an advertisement for chefs to work in Antarctica. Okay, so what we are going to write in the answers, we are going to write, how did Jennifer find out about the job? So we are going to write colleague told her about an advert. You can just write colleague, or you can write the complete sentence. Colleague told her about an advert. So let's move to the question and write the answer for this one. Okay, so the answer for this one, and always remember, students, that you should not write anything beyond this dotted lines. Anything you are going to write here, anything you are going to write here after these dotted lines, they are not going to be considered by the examiner. There are chances that you will not get marks for those. So always try to complete your answers within the given space, within the dotted lines. Okay, and try to be very precise, because if you are writing long statements, there might be chances that you won't get the marks. Okay, so we can write colleague just, or we can write the entire statement. Okay, if you're writing colleague, then also it's okay, and if you're writing colleague told her about an advert, that is also correct. Okay, so what is the next question? What did Jennifer have to do in order to accept the job offer? So let's see whether we get the second answer in the second paragraph or not. So what did Jennifer have to do in order to accept the job offer? Let's locate the answer. Okay, so she applied. Her application was successful on the condition that she could pass the medical test. Okay, so we have got the second answer in the second paragraph. So the trick is working a bit, I can say. So what is the answer? So how will she get the job? She will get the job only when she passes the test. Okay, so what you are going to write in the answer? Pass a medical test. You are going to just write pass a medical test. Okay, so let's write it here. Pass a medical test. Okay. When is food delivered to the research station? The third question. So let's try to locate the third question. When is food delivered to the research station? And where we are going to find it in the third paragraph, because we have already completed the second one. During Antarctica winters, which last from February to December, the research station is completely cut off from the outside world by ice. A ship arrives at the end of January with supplies for the winter. Once it leaves, the ship freezes and the staff are on their own until December. So the ship arrives at the end of January. We have already got our answer. Okay, with supplies for the winter. So what was our question? Our question was, when is food delivered to the research station? So it is not directly written, but it's written in the other way. Like the ship arrives at the end of January with the supplies. It's not written the food. Okay, its synonym is written with the supplies. So what we are going to write at the end of January, you can write either at the end of January, okay, or you can just write January. Both answers will be correct. Okay. You can write either at the end of January, okay, or just January. Both are going to be correct. Now, moving on to the next question. What does Jennifer find most difficult about her job? Okay, so let's try to locate the fourth answer in the paragraph. Okay, we are going to read from where we have left. Once it leaves, the sea breezes, the sea freezes and the staff are on their own until December. I can't pop out to the supermarket. The nearest is 2,000 miles away in Chile, but that's not as big a problem as working out how much food to order. That's the biggest challenge for me. So, are you able to locate the answer for the fourth question? What was the biggest problem she was facing? How much food to order? Okay, so what does Jennifer find most difficult about her job? The answer will be how much food to order. Okay, we can write working out how much food to order, or we can just write how much food to order. Okay, you're going to get marks on both. If you write how much food to order, then also you're going to get the marks, the 1 marks. And if you are going to write working out how much food to order, that is also correct. So let's move to the fifth question. Which food did staff use to exchange for other things? So let's read further, because till now we haven't read anything about foods. And always the answers are in sequence, okay? You need not to go back again for the questions in sequence, okay? So Jennifer believes that being a chef in Antarctica is not just about cooking food. Food is very powerful and can have a big effect on people's mood. Preparing meals that make them feel better is one of the most rewarding aspects of my job. And while other chefs might feel limited by a narrow range of ingredients, Jennifer doesn't. This job gives me a fantastic opportunity to be creative, as I have to come up with ideas for meals using only the ingredients I have. Fruit and vegetables only last a few months, and when they run out, people start to dream about fresh foods like oranges, according to Jennifer. One year, people started keeping apples to trade with each other, and these became quite a valuable currency. So, what was the fruit which they used in exchange? Apples. Okay, so see here, it's written trade, it's not written exchange. So, you need to relate it. Okay, we are going to write here apples. Which food did staff use to exchange for other things? They were apples. Why did Jennifer forget to wear glasses one day? So let's find out answer for this one. Why did Jennifer forget to wear the glasses one day? So till where we have read, yeah, we have read till here. We have read till here. We are going to read further. Winter temperature reach minus 50 degrees Celsius, and when the wind blows, it can feel even colder. Jennifer remembers when she first arrived, I stepped outside but hadn't put on my protective glasses. Within minutes, my eyes started to freeze, so I had to get back inside quickly. I had been so busy planning a menu, I just didn't remember to put them on. So we have got our answer. Why she forgot to wear the glasses? Because she had been busy planning a menu. Okay, so let's write the answer for this one. Why did Jennifer forget to wear glasses one day? Because we can write busy planning a menu, or we can write she had been busy planning a menu. Okay, let's move to the next question. Seventh one, what advice does Jennifer give for keeping warm inside the research station? Give two details. See, two details we have to write, therefore they have given us two blank spaces. One detail we are going to write in the first line and the second one in the second. What advice does Jennifer give for keeping warm inside the research station? So let's locate the answer. I just didn't remember to put them on. I won't make that mistake again. For Jennifer, however, the cold is all part of attraction of being in Antarctica. She accepts that some people find such low temperatures difficult, but says there are things that can do to help. If you go to bed cold, you tend to stay cold. So try to do some exercise before going to bed. So what does she suggest? To do some exercise before getting to bed. This is one of the details. This might sound strange, but it can really make a difference. Another of her useful tips is to put your clothes in the bed the night before so they are not so cold when you put them in the next morning. So what is the next useful tip she gave? To put your clothes in the bed the night before. So these are the answers which we are going to write. So what we are going to write? What advice does Jennifer give for keeping warm inside? The first one is, we are going to write here, do exercise before getting into bed. And the next one will be, put your clothes in the bed. Okay, you can also write the night before, but if you're going to just write, put your clothes in the bed, then also it's okay. And always remember that don't cross this line, okay? If you're not able to write the entire sentence, you can just write this much, put your clothes in the bed. It will also be correct. You'll get full marks. Okay. What does Jennifer miss? So this is the next question which we are going to look at. What does Jennifer miss? So let's go back to the text and find out the answer for this one. What does Jennifer miss? So we are going to read further. So would she go back to a normal job? No, not at the moment. Although sometimes I dream about relaxing in the hot bath. So we have got our answer. It's not written what she miss, but it's written, I dream about relaxing in the hot bath. So the answers are not written directly, but it's quite similar that what one is dreaming about is what one is missing. Okay, so what we are going to write, what does she miss? She miss relaxing in a hot bath. Okay, so this is going to be our answer. Relaxing in a hot bath. You can just write this complete or you can just write a hot bath, okay? This is optional. You can just omit this much also. You can write a hot bath or you can write the entire sentence, relaxing in a hot bath, okay? Okay, so if you're a student of O level, then this much is enough. This till question number 8 only you are going to get in your question paper. This question number 9 is for the students of extended level. Okay, so it is of 4 marks. And the question is, what does Jennifer like about living and working in Antarctica? Give 4 details. For these 4 details, you have to look for the entire article. You'll not get answers in sequence. You can get it anywhere scattered. So what is the question? The question is, what does Jennifer like about living and working in Antarctica? So the answers is what you are going to, oh, sorry. Yeah. So what does she like about Antarctica? So we have read already that she likes the color of the landscape that stand out. We have just skim it and just try to find out, okay, what she likes, what is the things that she like. She likes preparing meals that make them feel better. Okay, and what does she likes? This job gives you a fantastic opportunity to be creative. This is the thing that she likes. And the next one is, we are not getting anything here. Okay, so we can move further. Yeah, however, the cold is a part of attraction for her. Okay, so this one, the cold of Antarctica, she likes. And what does she likes? She likes that there isn't much to spend on my salary, and she is saving a lot of money for the future. This is what she likes. Okay, so we are going to quickly write it down here, and we are going to write each one separately in the given 4 lines. Okay, so the first one is the colors of the landscape. The next one is preparing meals that make them feel better, and the cold. And the last one was saving lots of money. Okay, so that's all for the exercise 1. Okay, this is how you are going to solve such kind of exercises. Okay, just try to keep in mind few things, like you are going to skim the text first, try to get an overview, then try to locate the keywords in the questions and try to relate it with the article and locate the answers. Okay,